If you have ever tried to get a commitment out of an Aquarius, yeah, you will know how difficult, challenging that can be. So today we have a question from a beautiful Pisces woman, and she wants to ask us about a commitment that she wants from an Aquarius. And she doesn't understand why this is such a big deal. As I'm going to tell you the details, she thinks that this doesn't make sense. And Aquarius are logical. So why is he doing something that's so illogical when he's logical any other time? Okay? And when she asked me, I was like, okay, that makes sense. So let's do our introduction, and I'm going to tell you all about this Aquarius and Pisces situation. So I am QueenAusetHeru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to everybody in the world that you've ever seen. Everybody that you've ever seen. Likewise, leave us a positive comment in the comment section. Let us know, do you agree with my advice for her? And if you do, that's great. If you don't, give her your own advice. I'm sure she'll be reading in the comment section, and she'll love to hear what you have to say. Also, if you'd like to get a reading done, if you want to get some Ask an Aquarius merchandise, if you want to send me a gift, I got this gift from my Amazon wish list, this beautiful butterfly ear cuff that I'm still trying to figure out who sent, but I'm loving it and I'm sporting it in the meantime. So if you want to send me a gift, my Amazon wish list and all that other stuff is underneath this video. Okay? Thank you so much for being a subscriber, for being a patron, for being a member, whatever your energy that you're given. Thank you. Thank you so much. So let's get started. So this is what the commitment that she wanted. Let me tell you guys, right? The Pisces and the Aquarius have been seeing each other for 14 years. You heard me. You heard me. 14 years. They're not engaged. They're boyfriend and girlfriend for 14 years. Now, she's not even asking for marriage. She's not even there. She said that she doesn't even know if she believes in marriage, quite frankly. They both have two separate apartments, okay? They live about 30 minutes from each other, so not very far, okay? This is the commitment that she wants. She wants the Aquarius to move in with her. 14 years, she wants him to move in. Now, I'm like, okay, I feel you on that. And the logical part, she said, is that they've been together for 14 years. Every day, 7 days a week, they're at either her apartment or his apartment, usually hers, but they go back and forth. Sometimes he wants to stay at his apartment because he is a freelance type of person. So if one of his jobs or something is closer to his apartment, he'll stay there so he can get up later. On those occasions, she goes and sleeps at his apartment. So every evening they're sleeping together in either apartment. So the part to her that's illogical is, why won't he just move in with her? Because what she wants to do is find an apartment that's halfway between the two apartments. So either way, they got to drive. It's only, 15 minutes. And that way they will save the money, because they're paying for two apartments. He's paying his rent and she's paying hers. And he works freelance. She works from home. And she feels like, financially speaking, that's $1,000, she said, for his rent. $1,000 a month that they can save towards maybe buying a house or going on a vacation or doing something else. So she can't understand why every time for the past 6 months that she's brought this up, and this isn't the first time. She brought this up, she said, a couple years ago initially. He shot it down, then she left it alone. But she can't understand why he won't move in, because she's like, listen, Queen, we're together every night. It's not like you know, he wants space or I want space. We're together every night. We sleep with each other every single night. So why won't he move in if we're always in each other's spaces? It doesn't make sense. And I agree with her 100%. Economically speaking, it doesn't make sense. Why would you pay $1,000 a month to have an apartment that you don't spend any time in? That doesn't make sense. She said they go back. He don't have no food in the fridge. His plants died the first 2 years they was together, you know, like he's never there, you know. And she's like, I just don't understand why somebody who's so logical, so intelligent all of the time about everything else is being so stubborn about something that would make perfect sense. So I'm like, okay, this makes good sense to me. So I am with her. I agree with the Pisces. I think he should move in. You've been together for 14 years. Like, come on. But she wants to know, why do I think, as an Aquarius, he's doing this? I don't think it's because of another woman, because she asked me that. She said, do you think that he's keeping his options open for another woman? Well, I think that people in general keep their options open, but I don't feel like that's what's happening here, because he's with you all the time. So where's the other woman coming in at? Where is she coming in at if he's always with you? He goes to work and comes back to you. You pick him up from wherever he goes. You work from home. It sounds like to me, 99% of the time, unless he's working, they're together. So I agree with her 100%. But this is the thing you have to understand about Aquarius. Aquarius like the idea of freedom. Okay? So this means that if y'all get into a spat, he can go home. He can go back to his place. I mean, 9 times out of 10, as she was telling me, this rarely occurs, but the option is there. I feel like this Aquarius likes the option of freedom. And as Aquarius, we do love having that option. So it's like, I want to choose to be with you. I don't want to have to be with you. So if you get on my nerves, I could not come back here today. I can go to my apartment and not be bothered. Now, granted, that's not really happening, but I have the option. And I feel like that's what it is for this Aquarius. I feel like it's the option of the freedom. And also, moving in with you indicates what? Commitment. Even though you're not asking for a marriage, moving in with you is a big commitment. So the Aquarius, even though he's been with you for 14 years, spends all his time with you. You know his family. He knows your family. You know, for all intents and purposes, you are family, you know. But the bottom line is that it still gives him the freedom to have his own place. And in his mind, he does not have to still make a commitment. Now, this could change. You know, I've seen this scenario go on in a number of different relationships. But the bottom line is that that's what it sounds like. So if I were you, I would not nag. I wouldn't argue with him. I would just keep having the conversation with them, you know, every so often when it came up, because it's going to come up when he broke or don't want to spend the money for the rent, or times when it comes up organically. I would see, like, well, you know, that's why we should move. We should get a place across town. Every time it came up, I would mention that shit. But that's the reason. He wants to keep his freedom, and he also does not want to make a commitment. He's afraid of making a commitment. Listen, I don't even commit to a magazine subscription. Somebody was telling me the other day about this box. It's a witch box, basically. And it comes to your home once a month with crystals and herbs and, you know, stuff that we need for spell work and cleansing and things like that. It might have a tarot deck in it, or it might have an altar cloth, things that we would genuinely need and use on a regular basis. And the person was telling me, like, you know, you can sign up for a year. I was like, a year? Ooh, that's too much of a commitment. And she was like, well, you know, it's a $30 box. It's not really a big deal. And I'm like, I don't even sign up for magazine subscriptions. I ain't trying to be stuck with a box I may or may not want. So as an Aquarius, that's really difficult for us. So I think that's what the problem is. And I think that if you keep having that discussion with them, because she said he doesn't really want to talk about it. And I feel like if you do get him to open up and talk about it, that's what's at the nucleus of this. And you might be able to get him to actually do it from just having these organic conversations. But ultimately, if he wants to waste his $1,000 a month, then you're gonna have to just let him waste his $1,000 a month if that's what he wants to do with his money. I wouldn't give up though. I would have the conversation, like I said, every time it came up. So let us know in the comment section what you guys think. Now, Regina Sanders. Aha, Regina. Regina said, I love your aura. Ah, thank you. Thank you. I sense the genuineness and positivity in your content. I haven't been a subscriber that long, but I am a subscriber for life now. Laugh out loud. My birthday is February 11th, and everything you say about being an Aquarius is so true. Peace and blessings to you and your family. Regina, thank you so much. And thank you for being a subscriber. And stick around because I got so much fun stuff. And Regina, look through the videos. I have talked about so much stuff over the past 6 years. I mean, like, oh my God, the whole gamut. The whole gamut. So thank you for being here. Our next comment comes from Mr. Darcy. I love the name Darcy. I think that's cute. Maybe I should name one of my Cabbage Patch Kids Darcy. I like that. Darcy says, narcissistic people are really hard to deal with in terms of divorces, especially involving children and property. But she's still lucky he wants one and doesn't want to keep her, because most narcissists don't even let go. So this is a blessing. I agree with Mr. Darcy with this 100%. This came from a video where this woman was upset because her narcissistic husband wanted a divorce. And Mr. Darcy is like, you lucky. You're lucky. And I agree with Mr. Darcy because I've been with a narcissist. Y'all know one of my ex-entanglements was a narcissistic, sociopathic cancer. Hashtag not all cancers. And they don't let go. They don't let go at all, you know. Eventually they do. Usually when they find somebody else to use and manipulate, that's usually how it goes down. But even then, like if you're married to the narcissist, they usually make it really hard for you. It's with children and property too. Definitely not good. The narcissist is going to try to control you, going to try to control you through the kids. It's going to be ugly. So in my opinion, he's right. She's very lucky he wants to get divorced. And that wasn't what she was saying in the video. In the video, she was upset. Like, how dare you want to divorce me? I'm like, girl, you lucky. You are lucky. Like, take that divorce and move on. So, yes, I definitely agree. So, you guys, you please come back soon because I have so much more to say. See you later.